Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. My name is Mike Larkin, and joining me by my side is an enigma in his own right, which gives you a hint of who we're talking about today. The one, the only Mr. Roberto Davis. How are you, Roberto?
We're ready to have some fun.
Same, and joining us as well as the Demon Lady. It is Demon Hour. The freaks come out at night like she's Houdini. The one, the only Miss Nicola McDonald. How are you, Nicola?
Everybody dies. Yeah, okay.
That's not a question.
That's not a question. That is a true statement.
That's a statement.
Affirmation.
No question.
Affirmation.
No,
Now,
The opposite of an affirmation, whatever that is.
I was about to say, with affirmation, you go in Savage Garden up in here with the friggin' crash and burn, and I knew I loved you. Okay, take it back to 99. All right. I know. All right. So what we do know is we just watched, and we're going to talk about this match because it was something. Jeff Hardy versus Tetsuya Naito from Wrestle Kingdom 5 for the TNA World's Heavyweight Championship. I know Wrestle Kingdom is gone, but it is Wrestle Kingdom season. It is the month of January. Before we even get into like the history behind this, because I will say this, Wrestle Kingdom 5, if you've not seen it, like the matches on here, like Rob Van Dam against Toru Yano, Prince Devitt against Kota Ibushi, hello, Nakamura and Go Shiozaki, Tanahashi and Kojima, Yuji Nagata and Minoru Suzuki, Hector Garza and Jushin Liger against Masquerita Dorada and La Sombra, who we best know now as Andrade in the WWE. Giant Bernard and Carl Anderson, hello, against Beer Money. Like, this card is a nostalgia for those who love TNA in 2011, like TNA Global Impact time period here. For me, I look at it like this. Why this match is so pivotal and why it's become so fetched in wrestling history is this is the match that ended the TNA New Japan relationship, which this is how bad this is. It ended the TNA New Japan relationship. So I will start with Robert Davis on this because we just mentioned such a spectacular card from January 4th, 2011. Robert, your thoughts on this match? It was a short one. It was 12 minutes long, but your thoughts on this match?
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's all you can say. It's holy shit. Good.
I've only been really kind of immersed in the universe that is New Japan for a couple of years. Realistically, since Jericho and Omega, that was my first Wrestle Kingdom, really kind of my first introduction into New Japan. And for a lot of us, it was actually. So it's kind of a trip to see a very young Tetsuya Naito pre Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tiger Hattori with black hair, because when I was introduced to him, he was full gray already and getting ready to retire. But there was definitely something wrong with Jeff here, and I think we kind of know what was wrong. But there was a lot of missteps. It looks like there was a lot of miscues. But holy shit. I mean, I've seen a couple matches off of this card. That Kota Ibushi and Prince Devitt match was spectacular. But this one,
oof.
Oh, wow.
It was a rough night at the office. And I mean, around this time period, and we know what happens a month later, and we'll talk about that because it ties into our little tale here. But here's the thing, man. Like, Jeff Hardy apparently had wrestled Scott Steiner not too long after this in a very inebriated state on a house show. And you're inebriated in there with the big bad booty daddy that is Scott Steiner. It was rough to see for me. And I know Nicola is going to elaborate more because she doesn't like to see Jeff like this. Not either of all three of us don't. But
no.
Nicola, your thoughts on this match between Jeff Hardy and Tetsuya Naito?
Like you said, there was a lot of mishaps with that match. Like, certain moves were messed up, or they were off cue, or obviously he looked healthy in it and himself, but yeah, this is a hard match for me to watch. It was really good, obviously, but we all know the background of what was going on with him at the time. So he missed a lot, like Rob said, he missed a lot of cues, and he was out of breath for someone his age as well.
Yeah.
Like when we've seen later Jeff Hardy, like when he was back to being normal Jeff Hardy and sober and everything.
He did look very gassed pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, what the hell was going on? But we obviously know what was going on because we know he had more demons than most of us. Not this demon, obviously.
So I will say this to go on to add to Nicola's point. Like, again, it's depressing because we do know what was going on here. And around this particular time period, this is Jeff Hardy 2010, as Robert so eloquently put it, Jeff with short hair. This was the
He
TNA.
looks so different with short hair. So him with the long hair. It's mad.
I know. It is. I mean, this is a time
He was
period.
better looking back then as well. Now he looks old. Love you, Jeff, but no, you look old now.
I like your style. Okay. So Jeff Hardy, as we all know, folks, he had left WWE. His last match was against CM Punk in the steel cage match in 2000. I know, in 2009, where CM Punk made him leave the WWE and a loser leaves
Fuck
WWE.
you, Punk.
Yeah, well, tosser. He leaves WWE. He goes to TNA, debuts on the January 4th edition alongside his boy Shannon Moore. He comes into TNA as a babyface. He's in the mix. Him and Rob Van Dam are going at it. They're teaming together. Of course, him and Mr. Anderson would feud, and that would lead to the tag team of the Enigmatic Assholes against Beer Money. For those that remember that particular time period, Jeff
wow.
They were the Enigmatic Assholes.
Anderson, wow.
They were the Enigmatic Assholes against Beer Money. And then Jeff would go on to, as we know, really get into his own within TNA. He'd been in the mix with Kurt Angle. He had been just in the mix with everybody. He did his thing, but the thing that a lot of people talk about here is where we get towards the end of 2010 that leads to this match with Naito. He turns heel, joins Immortal with Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan, turns on Kurt Angle and Mr. Anderson, hits him with the crutch, the twist of fate, pins Mr. Anderson 1, 2, 3. And going into this particular time period, he was feuding with Mr. Anderson. This man gave Mr. Anderson a concussion, chair shot right here to the back of the head, gave him a concussion, blood right here in this area of Mr. Anderson. Didn't get him in the back, got him in the back of the head. And it's still one of the most horrific chair shots I've ever seen in the history of TNA, because it was bad, because he got a very bad concussion from it. And then he's going into the rematch with him. I believe it was Final Resolution at this time, where Mr. Anderson does win back the World's Heavyweight Championship. And I want to ask you both, and I'll start with Nico on this, how awesome was it to see that old Jeff Hardy enigmatic title with the purple strap, man?
Yeah.
現在ジェフ・ハーディが保持します TNA 世界ヘビー級のベルト Yeah, that was awesome. It's been a long time since I've watched some of his old matches, so it was quite... No, it was really, really cool, because I liked Jeff Hardy back in that era as well. So I was a fan of his the whole time, so like as we said before, I could never boo him. No matter what demons he's had, no matter what he's done, I could never physically boo that man.
Well, it's the funny part, because Vince Russo, he's like, we got to turn Jeff Hardy heel. We're not going to see it.
Is that when he used a crutch and was like, he started hitting people with crutches? Yeah. Yes. I remember that.
Bro, here's what we're going to do. I
didn't like him then. For 30 seconds, I sat there and went, no, Jeff, no.
And you're like, fuck it, you're still Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
You motherfucker. And he's like, bro, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn Jeff heel. Nobody's going to ever see it coming. And it's like when Vince Russo...
I wish he hit Hogan around the head with a freaking crutch. That would have been funny as hell.
Yes. But that's the thing. Like Vince Russo's idea, much like Vince Russo with the heel turn of Sting, which it's like, no, we're not going to boo Sting ever. You could turn him heel in the main event Mafia. I don't care. We're not going to boo Sting. We're not going to boo Jeff Hardy. So we get to him winning it, Bound for Glory. And then we get to this match. And like we mentioned here, folks, this is a young Naito. This is No Limit Naito with him and Yujiro Takahashi. Like, this is before, like Robert said, Los Ingobernables de Japón. And, I mean, we have seen Naito on TNA. Like, him and No Limit, the Motor City Machine Guns, had some great matches. There was that infamous match where they got squashed by Kevin Nash. Like, that's the early TNA appearances for me, like what they're doing with the X Cup and Motor City Machine Guns and also the Kevin Nash squash. So I got to say, for you, Robert, being a fan of Naito and really knowing the incarnation of Los Ingobernables de Japón, how crazy was it to see Naito there, but also at the same time, he had a hell of a corkscrew splash off the top. He missed, but that was one of the highlights of that match.
Yeah, man. Naito now would never. I mean, he could probably try it, and I wouldn't doubt he could still land it. But those knees definitely have some wear and tear on him over the last couple of years for sure. But I really kind of got to thinking about, how people are comparing the New Japan AEW relationship right now, that it's very one-sided, and the New Japan guys are getting squashed. Bro, let me tell you, the TNA New Japan relationship, like those guys coming from Japan were getting moited.
I mean, dare I even mention Okada as Okado with Samoa Joe? God.
Yeah, I mean, you had Naito and Takahashi, Okada, the great Sonata. They tried to make a new Muda, if you will.
The Revolution stable, Sonata, James Storm, Manic, TJP, and freaking Mahabali Shera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dance.
Yeah, the thing too is when TNA and their usage of New Japan talent. I mean, Nakamura did wrestle a match in an Explosion. There's the infamous AJ Styles and Hiroshi Tanahashi match from Final Resolution. Hiroshi Tanahashi, and AJ go Ace from Final Resolution 2006.
Take me Tanahashi-san.
But that's the thing too. We have this usage of Japanese talent. I mean, we can mention Liger as well, because Liger's wrestled for the World X Cup. He wrestled Petey Williams at Bound for Glory. But that's the thing too. Like, you have this influx of Japanese talent, and you can even equate to WWE at the time. They did not know how to use the international talent. Both sides, both parties, and their retrospective sides. I mean, you had Shocker, who was in the early days of 05-06 from Mexico, and Shocker was in the X division, but Shocker really didn't do much. So, I mean, it's the influx, man. It's always been a thing when you come to American soil. A lot of the Americanized companies like a WWE or a TNA or an AEW, sometimes they don't know how the fuck to book you. So, I mean, it is what it is. But this right here really got to see an influx of, I mean, Naito hit a nice neck breaker in here. Like you mentioned, there were missteps, like Jeff trying to do a leapfrog, and I don't even know what the hell that was. That was just a misjunction, a misconjunction, and
freaking... That pin was awful. You know the one he did when he did the frog splash?
Yes.
He held him down by his legs. That was awful.
That was awful. He tried to do the normal frog splash, and it just looked wonky. The leapfrog
and the twist of fate. What was that?
What was that?
Yes, the twist of fate. And to the
again,
swan.
No disrespect to Jeff Hardy, but
the little lucha spot where they jump in between the legs, like he totally missed that. Like,
totally missed.
Bro, what?
Bro. The whisper in the wind, I mean, that was nice, but I mean,
I was just like, Lord, please don't let him miss that.
Wow.
Yeah, thankfully he didn't. I mean, the clothesline to the outside. I mean, it's transitional. It's the traditional Jeff Hardy stuff, and the miscommunication and the misjunction and conjunction, what have you. But it's like, fuck, like, you hate to see it. Like, it was great, again, as we're watching this, folks. And we were not bad-mouthing him because of everything that happened, but at the same time, too,
of course not.
It's sad because you know what Jeff Hardy is capable of. And unfortunately, this was a time period in his life where he was battling his demons. And I mean, Matt Hardy was also battling at the time. And then Matt would come in 2011, friggin' cold-blooded Matt Hardy, my God. And then you put that was the worst part about it too, is around this time too, you bring the Hardys in together, and the Hardy Boys are like taking on Mr. Anderson and Mr. Kennedy and RVD. And it's like, fuck, because you have the Hardys making their tag team debut in TNA, and they're both fucked up. And it's like, that's not a recipe that's not a good recipe.
I saw a video of Jeff telling CM Punk when he's absolutely out of it that he was this, that, and the other. And it was like, as much as I dislike Punk now.
Yeah.
It was hard to watch.
I know what video you're talking.
I'm the one who made you a motherfucking superstar, CM Punk. That one, yeah.
He was just slurring. Like he's pretty much. But he was just slurring, like you could tell his face, his eyes, and he was just like, but the thing is, again, can't bash him because everyone has demons. He just battled them, and I would say come out the other end.
Yeah,
for a little while.
It's like I'm not disagreeing with you, Jeffrey, but you're fucked up right now.
We all make look, we're all human. We all make mistakes. Well, some of us are not, clearly, but yeah. We all make mistakes. And
also, that's the same video where Matt Hardy is like slurring and he looks like he's about to fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Oh.
Then again,
yeah.
This is a hard one because I absolutely adore Jeff Hardy. So the fact that I'm sitting here now going, Yeah, it's hard for me.
I think it was apropos for us to do this show, much like we felt uncomfortable doing the Diddy show. Go back and check out that pop culture podcast.
Good Lord.
Good Lord. But Jeff Hardy and Diddy cannot be mentioned in the same sentence. We're not doing that at all. Fuck that. No.
Oh, hell no.
What we're saying is, at a time period where Jeff Hardy was going on and on to the break of dawn, he had just left WWE. He started the TNA run. Again, the second TNA run. And he was heel, babyface heel, then now a heel with everything that's going on here. And you fly him over to Japan. You know he's going through some shit. You know he's inebriated on the house shows, but you have to do the TNA New Japan thing. And after this match, New Japan said, yeah, we're not going to be working with you guys anymore. That's what really comes out to, because, again, no more TNA in Japan. We mentioned the great matches on here, but if that is the influx and the end of a partnership, that is so fucking sad, to put in the bluntest of terms. It's sad that ended the relationship. I mean, Ring of Honor and TNA had a relationship for a small.
That must have messed him up even more, though. That could have caused more towards what was going on anyway, because then he probably blamed himself, like, oh shit, I fucked up. But then again, we all fuck up.
True. And I will say
part
this.
Of life.
The best part of the match, I will say this: the Swanton was nice, the neck breaker sequence with the Naito was nice, the Whisper in the Wind was nice. Everything else was kind of a kerfluffle, to put it in the of terms.
Even the Twist of Fate looked really bad.
I mean, he's always done it with the variation of like a stunner to it, but yeah, it's very wonky. And I hate to say that, but it's very wonky.
It's his
face paint. He was a wonky donkey at the time.
The face paint looked good, absolutely. That was a plus. The face paint looked good.
Maybe somebody did it for
about him. That was impressive how you can do face paint under that influence. I like it.
And I mean, unfortunately, the other part of this is the match in itself. If you want to watch Wrestle Kingdom 5, you should. This is one of those matches though that's very but if you want to see a great card, it is. And if you want and if you really want to see Naito at his finest, look at Naito and the evolution of that. And just really look at the TNA flux of talent that were on there. I mean, 15 years later, we're talking about this, and it's a rarity for us because we decided, hey, man, this is a rare match that a lot of people don't really talk about. So to go back and watch it, it's great to watch it with the two of y'all. But I got to put this into fruition as well because, again, another sad point, another damper. But we knew where this is going because we mentioned Jeff's second TNA run. A month later.
It Road to Recovery.
Victory Road happened.
That was Victory Road, sorry.
No worries. Afterwards, we had the Victory Road infamous Sting and Jeff Hardy, a 1.5, 2-minute match where he comes out.
This upset me immensely.
Me too. He staggered. Yeah. He could barely. Again, who let him out?
His eyes were popping out of his head. He was literally licking his fucking top that he had on.
Yeah.
He was staggering into the gates. He was.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the Jeff Hardy that we all know and love, even though we still love him to this day. But
that's what I'm saying. It's like, who let him go out there, Bruce? Who let him go out there, Bruce? Pritchard?
And they knew he was because they found him unconscious before he even got out. Because remember, when his intro was playing, he didn't come out. And then they went backstage and found him literally unconscious.
Did they really?
Well, yeah, he
was unconscious.
Wow, I never knew that.
Like they couldn't find. Eric Bischoff said he couldn't find him all day. He was just once they found him, they got him because it's like Jeff used to hide in places. Like you couldn't find him, and then when he had to get him for the match, and then Eric Bischoff was the one who's just like, y'all are really gonna let him go out there like this, and he noticed it, so he came out as Nicholas said, and he said, hey, and you see him whisper to Sting, Scorpion Death Drop 1, 2, 3, it's over. And then Jeff said, you're done, you're finished. And he went over to both of them. And then, of course, the bell rings. The Scorpion Death Drop 1, 2, 3. Sting literally had to shove Jeff to the mat to keep his shoulders down there.
He didn't want to do it either. I've seen an interview after when Jeff was talking about it and Sting was talking about it. And Jeff was like, I was out of my mind. I didn't know what I was doing. And the fact is that he could have hurt himself 10 times worse. If they had carried on and done the match fully. But what the fuck? No disrespect, Jeff. But
that pissed a lot of people off. The TNA fans, everybody chanted.
It upset me. Not pissed me off, it upset me.
It upset me.
I was like, one of my icons is fucking being squished because he just, again, we all have demons.
Yes. And I think, Robert, you can agree with me on this as well, to add to Nicola's point, like the Somas and the fact that Sting had to force him down on that Scorpion Death Drop, and also the fact that Jeff has taken accountability for it because he did come back later in the year. And I will say this, just because Nicola's on here, Jeff Jarrett losing in a matter of minutes to Jeff and the whole Karen.
30 seconds.
You know,
30
see, she
seconds.
does it so proudly. Oh, but I got to say this to you.
I was so proud of him for that, though, because I just sat there going, there's our boy. He's back again. He's all right. He's clean. And then he squished him again 30 seconds later after that.
So
and it was like 5 times, weren't it?
Yes.
Literally 5 times he squished him.
So your thoughts?
He was like, you beat me, you can come back and have a contract. And then we all knew he was going to do it anyway.
So your thoughts on
That's how much of a fan I am.
Yes, your thoughts on the Somas and the road to recovery for Jeff in 2011, because that was also a big thing of this time period.
That was tough. I wasn't really around watching it around this time, but I did go back and watch it. Two people that I idolized growing up, Sting and Jeff Hardy, and just to have it, end the way it did, it was just like, damn, that's terrible. But having gone through my own addiction with alcohol, I understand completely. And those demons, they're not easy demons to fight.
No.
But those of us that do break free of them and beat them, we're that much better for it. And it's good to see Jeff where he's at now.
I didn't mention that part of me either. Well, you
holy
just did,
crap!
Because I was also a drug user at one point as well when I was younger. And I've admitted that to these two, but I've obviously never said it out loud. But I was for a long time, and then not no more. Clearly, I've been sober for many years. So yeah.
And I think that's why it resonates with us so much, because we've been there and we understand. It's really easy to cast judgment and point fingers, but to be a little more empathetic to it, you kind of understand. But at the same time, it's just like, get it together. You're only gonna get so many chances. It's like, don't fuck this up. Okay, you're fucking up. Come on.
But then again, you've also got to remember, with addiction, there's always that little voice in your head that's like, well, if I do this and I'll numb the pain, or I'll numb whatever problem you've got going on. But then at the same time, then you've done it again. Then it's the same repeat every single time. But obviously with Jeff, he was dealing with a lot more demons, and I guess we were when we were doing our own stuff as well.
True.
So
very true.
Right, and that's the thing too. And as someone who is, I can admit it out loud too, and I take accountability for it with what I was going through in 2021. These two know and have been through this ride with me. I was there too. I had my own demons I was battling, and I think what's great about it too as well is, again, him getting the chance to where he is now, and the three of us can speak on it, getting him out on the other side and just continuing to move forward, and by the grace of God, doing what you do and what you love. And like we mentioned, 48 years old, the man's doing a swanton off the freaking balcony on the last TNA thing. So he's still kicking. I mean, he's in a good place now with his brother doing the thing as a TNA tag champ. So, I mean, it's tough to watch.
It's a long road for him to get there, though. That's Absolutely. The other thing as well. Like, no disrespect to him. This was one of many times, but again, addiction is one of the hardest things to beat in this world.
Okay.
And unless you've got the right mindset and the right, like, he's been rehabbed so many times, and yet where he is now, he should be proud of himself.
Should be.
In a big way.
Not jumping off of
balconies.
Yeah, you should be doing it at your age, Jeff Hardy. You need to chill out a little bit, mate. You've already got endless injuries as it is. Don't add to them. But we do love the fact you're still doing it.
For my brother, Darby.
So
I can't believe we're saying this, but Jeff is still better than Darby to me. As much as I love Darby, Jeff is still always going to be Jeff to me. So.
I mean, we got Jeff and Darby in AEW, man. It was nuts.
That was really good.
That was fun. You knew.
And he was still doing swantons off of fucking high buildings.
I was gonna say, you knew one of them was going to yeet themselves off of something high.
They knew the assignment. They knew what they were supposed to do.
They understood.
But I will say this, and we touch upon along the road to recovery, the journey is worth taking. And it's great to see Jeff where he is, but also at the same time too as well. And I will add this. It's great to see the nostalgia because, again, it gets to show the evolution of Jeff Hardy and especially the evolution of Naito. So I think the best thing to say is, if you've not seen the match, it is something to see, and it's a sight to see, but I will say this. If you've not watched Wrestle Kingdom 5, watch the whole thing. But yeah, it was great to really dive into. I know it's a shorter version of this show than what our craziness does, but Jeff and Naito, man, I got to say, if we could run it back now, I'm cool with it. If we could run it back, oof.
That'd be something.
I would
This
definitely
is going to sound hard from me coming from me and saying this, but I really hope that Jeff does kind of decide soon that it's time. And I know every wrestler has that problem where they don't want to leave, and obviously we don't want them to leave, but
Yeah.
I do think it's coming to his time now that he should like literally stop. And but then again, as we know, he's one of these people who probably needs to be. He reminds me of the film The Wrestler, who just didn't want to stop
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah,
actually
Mickey
die in
Rourke.
the ring. That's yeah. He
I
reminds me
can
of that. That's what I think he's going to end up being.
I can see that being
And
Jeff.
again, and also, by the way, Jeff Hardy, if you do see this, Willow is a legend,
We
and
love you, Jeff.
we
Just
love you, Jeff. We really do.
bring back Willow. Bring back Brother
Please
Nero.
bring back Willow
Yeah.
one more. Either that or yeah, bring back Willow for the
Like,
Demoness, because you know
like,
we'd love to see the Willow one more time. Scared
Can
the
you-
crap out of me the first time he did it, and I didn't have a clue who he was, and all of a sudden I was like, hang on, I know them feet. It was his shoes that gave it away.
yeah. It's the
This
shoes that
woman's
gave it
gonna-
away.
I know
Shoes.
them feet. I know those feet. I know them.
No, Jeff always wore
Tony Atlas,
certain
is that you?
shoes.
No. Back off, Tony.
Back off, Tony. But no, that's the thing too. I think any incarnation, the Willow, even Itchweed. We can even talk about Itchweed.
Itchweed's brilliant.
Yeah, it's
Go around Itchweed.
Itchweed was funny.
Oh,
Didn't he put a bloody pumpkin on Rosemary's head, if I remember
Yes,
rightly?
yes. But my goodness gracious, y'all. And I got to say, even watching the nostalgia of 2011 New Japan has come a long way since then as well. TNA has come a long way, like even in its own right, still being around like 23 now years
It's
later.
weird though back there. You know that. It's still really surreal to me because I'm like, you left, went WWE, now you're back again.
Yep.
Okay, fair day. Oh, and then AEW and then back to TNA.
Back to TNA. Yep.
You're like a pair of yo-yos, you know that?
Well, that's what it is. It's business. You go from one company to
Cool.
another. And I mean, he's thriving in TNA again. Like I said,
He really is.
one of the best runs ever for me was 26 TNA, the Broken Hardys as the tag champs. Nothing will ever be. Yes.
So, yes to that, but also my favourite was when he first came back was Willow. That
Oh, yes.
surreal. And
Willow!
watching Rockstar Spud and EC3. I still remember the rhyme as well that he said, but I'm not saying it right now.
We love,
Poor
we
fucking
hate in
we
Willow's way.
Was it we love, we hate, forever late in the Willow's way?
Correct, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Of course. I know Jeff Hardy's freaking. I watched all the Willow segments for fucking weeks. Like an addiction.
And I will say this about Naito, like, and for you, Robert, I will say this because we mentioned Jeff a lot, but No Limit or No Los Ingobernables de Japón, because I think both were very, very good. I will say
they were definitely very good, and I think No Limit kind of set the path for both Yujiro and Naito, with Yujiro going to Bullet Club, being the Tokyo Pimp. I mean, who would have thought, that man was the Tokyo Pimp? But what a gimmick. He made it work. And, Tetsuya Naito, he's the man. Everything that he's done with LIJ, I'll never forget him yeeting the Intercontinental title. That was something. Just this character that Naito has become over the years. It's been amazing. And just to have everything that has gone on with LIJ, it's been great.
I will say this. We always talk about just various characters and what we invest in wrestling, from Naito doing this with his eye, from the spitting, from just everything that's eccentric about the Tetsuya Naito character, from Jeff Hardy being the enigma. Again, we mentioned this. If you run it back now, I'm for it. I really am. Because of this performance, but god dang it, man, it was really a blast to really watch this back and really analyze, dissect, and decipher this match. And I will say this for one of our next matches. I figured we do this because it's TNA related and because he's going on a retirement tour. I figured we go back, and I mentioned it very briefly as we talked about the Japanese wrestlers and different promotions and how they were booked. We're going to watch back AJ Styles versus Hiroshi Tanahashi from Final Resolution 2006. Save me, Tanahashi-san! And it's how apropos because he's on his retirement.
I have one question.
Yes.
Right? You remember how Jeff Jarrett, being the prick he is,
yes,
judged Jeff Hardy for his demons? Now look at the fucking state of him. Jeff Hardy should kick his ass now and go judging me. Get fucked.
And can
Sorry,
you
I had to say that. I've been dying to say that for.
Oh, you're fine. Can you
years.
twist the fake Karen again? Can you twist the fake Karen again, please?
Oh, please. If you do that, I swear to God, I will literally fly over there and shake your hand.
I will
really
fly over to Cameron and I will shake your hand, Jeff.
Yeah. And then probably have him look at me and go, "You said this about me." Oh, yeah. Sorry, man. It was all out of love.
We're good. We're good.
No.
It's all good. We're all good.
We're good. I'm a demon. We like you.
We like you. But we like to see our wrestlers do well, and we love and like Jeff Hardy so much, including Tetsuya and Naito. But yes, y'all, we're going to watch AJ Styles and Hiroshi Tanahashi, Final Resolution 06. And we're going to see a young Tanahashi and a young AJ Styles. You are, I am. Friggin' that theme every day in my life. Old school AJ Styles, old school Allen. Oh
no, not when he was with Ric Flair. Don't ever
no,
with him and Ric Flair. Oh,
no, not that one.
Fuck,
not that AJ.
No.
Not that AJ. This is 4 years.
I hated that AJ. I swear to God.
Rick, nobody wants to see you in the ring again, Rick. No, Rick. Don't go back. No, Rick.
Leave AJ Styles alone. He's doing all right on his own.
Oh, so with that being said, we appreciate y'all taking this watch along with us. You're going to see some clips. You're going to see some photos. We're going to do the damn thing. So our next episode is the origins of Karrion Kross. We've mentioned many a times. 2018 to 2019 TNA. We're going to be talking about Scarlett along the ride too. Scarlett versus Rohit Raju, a.k.a. Hakeem Zayn, and a little interaction with Disco Inferno. Yeah, and that. And hey, he trained him. We're going to talk about Disco Inferno training Karrion Kross.
And that's just...
All right. Save it for the show. I know the mind.
So I'm going to talk about my favorite subject to do with Karrion, to do with him right now as well.
And we're Glenn Gilberti.
Yeah.
Disco
Inferno. Burn,
wow.
Baby, burn.
Wow.
So we're gonna talk about the GFW days where he was with Jeff Jarrett's coming back with his, Mi Amigos. So we're going to talk about the GFW run, very briefly run that he had with GFW. We'll talk some Lucha Underground, the White Rabbit. We will touch upon their early WWE days of the NXT champion, and they put him in the goddamn mask, and the release to him coming back and mollywopping Drew McIntyre, and the various...
Losing to Jeff Hardy, who we're talking about right now.
Who we're talking about right now.
13 seconds.
And under a minute with Jeff cheating, they just put on the rope. Made no fucking sense. And we're gonna
Tony, did you book this?
Yeah, I did. I love you, Jeff. Come back. So, and we're gonna be talking about, of course, the Wyatt Six and the Final Testament. So with that being said, to close it out.
Oh, that gets a massive diss. Love to the White Six.
Love. Robert Davis, let us know.
Love the White Six.
Where can we follow
and Jeff Hardy and Cross and everybody.
I love you all. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, Byron Punk, go fuck yourself.
Except Punk, go fuck yourself. So thank you again for watching us. Thank you again for interacting with the social medias. You can find us at linktree/blackheartsebd3. You'll find everything there. Mike's YouTube, our Facebook, our Instagram, our TikTok for a couple more days. Twitter, we don't call it X. You Elon. Have fun. We have fun doing this. We hope you have fun watching. You want to follow me in the dark, not in the dark, but linktree/HeyIt'sRob. Yeah, I know. linktree/Hey It's Rob. Come say hi.
Nicola McDonald.
Oh, sugar.
Where can we follow you?
Well, first, black hearts always rise. Everybody dies. If you want to follow me, you can. Well, don't really, because I will just destroy you. We stand. It's demon and all that. If you'd like to follow me, go to nickmac853 on Twitter. Fuck you, Elon. And the Demoness there on Instagram. And other than that, I'll find you myself.
Nick Knack, Patty Whack, give a dog a bone. Follow Nicola McDonald and Robert Davis. So with that being said, if you want to check out Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling, much like Rob said, links will be in the description. And if you want to follow yours truly, SM Show 1 or MCL92 on the Twitter, Larkin_92, M Larkin MB on Instagram, SteveandMikeShow.com, LFCfights.com.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. ICP.
ICP. Mike Larkin 92 is the YouTube channel. Y'all were up to over 1,120 plus subscribers. Let's keep it going. We appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
And also thank you for listening to this crazy bitch over here, because I come out with some crap and you all crazy UK lady. But
I was about to say crazy bitch. What are you going, Outcast route? Crazy bitch, dumbass bitch. Roses really smell like poo.
No, I just want to say thank you for. I just want to say that I feel very lucky to be on the show with these two, and they have to deal with my bullshit and what I come out with. So thank you to all the followers who do listen to us. And
we do love. Absolutely mad love. Check out Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling on the channel. Steve and Mike Show. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
On the Mike with Mike LFC podcast, weekly review with Paul Morales, Daniel Crimmins, and I. Uncaged with Daniel Crimmins and I.
Love for them,
podcast. We love you all. And of course, Wrestling Roundtable. We did an episode on year 1 of AEW. It's very unhinged, and that will be out very, very soon. So you all can see us go, as we always do, and talk about
and me call people names.
And Tony's a 40-year-old virgin. Never got laid.
He's a 40-year-old virgin.
Never got laid in his life. Never got laid. He pulls
guarantee it.
Needs a haircut.
He pulls the HUD. He pulls the pud too much. Get a haircut. Pull the pud. Jerking the gherkin.
Oh, you said about that. Get a fucking haircut.
Anyway, Tony Khan.
Early whopper.
Yes. Well, you'll hear it. You'll hear it. We just gave you a little appetite. Little taste.
Little taste. Daddy Magic style.
Thank you. So with that being said, we appreciate y'all for unhingedness. It's late. Nikola's at Demon Hour. It's almost midnight here. We appreciate the lateness. The freaks come out at night like Houdini, like it's next Friday up in here. So for
already in 4 o'clock in the morning.
For Nicola McDonald, for Robert Davis, my name is Mike Larkin, and save me Tanahashi-san. We love you, Jeff Hardy.
Hi, Mom.
We love you, Jeff.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, yeah, hi, Mom.
Hi.
Didn't forget you.
We didn't forget you.
We didn't forget you. Hi, Mom.
Jeff Hardy.
We love Jeff Hardy.